Dear men, we all should definitely read this book, and let's try never to be those proud, idiotic, evil men we see in this book. You know, when a book just hits you in the gut and makes you sit with it for a while? Heartlamp is one of those books. It's a collection of short stories by Banu Mushtaq, translated beautifully by Deepa Bhasthi. And wow, it's a raw, unfiltered reflection of the invisible bruises and silent battles women fight inside their homes, behind closed doors, and within their own minds. Every story shines a light on what so many women live through quietly, especially within the Muslim community in India. These aren't just characters, they feel like people you know or people your mother or grandmother might have known. Like in the first story, Stone Slabs for Shaista Mahal, where a woman dies after having her seventh child. She didn't get enough rest, and her husband, in the name of love, made her go through giving birth to children one after the other. He says he loves her, but we can see a love buried under patriarchy. And what does this loving husband do? He marries again 40 days after his wife's death, claiming it's for the kids. It's brutal, and sadly, things like this happens here in our neighborhood. We see these things and consider them normal. And then there is this story called Fire Rain, where religion and ego explode into this bizarre and darkly funny moment during a funeral mix-up. And Black Cobras, man, that one really sticks. It's about a woman who just wants to stop having babies, but her husband, who is a religious leader, won't allow it because he says, "What will people say?" But the stories aren't just heavy. Some are sharp, witty, even satirical, like The Arabic Teacher and Gobi Manjuri. Yes, that's really the title, where a teacher is obsessed with a dish called Gobi Manjuri to an almost hilarious level. And then there is this story called Be a Woman Once, O Lord, which honestly might be the most powerful story in the book. It's like a plea to God. The main character prays to God, if you were to build the world again, to create males and females again, do not be like an inexperienced potter. Come to earth as a woman, Prabhu. Be a woman once, O Lord. Her prayer carries all the inequality created in this world, how patriarchal the world still is. She asks, why create a world like this? God must be an inexperienced creator. These stories don't scream, they simmer, they ache, and they ask questions we can't keep ignoring. Heartlamp is bold, it's honest, and it stays with you long after you close the book. Since almost all the stories are set in a similar environment and talk about similar topics, even though the stories are heart touching, I felt the whole book was like one big novel. I didn't feel it was a collection of short stories. It's actually a pretty easy read, so don't think it's complex or hard to read just because it's shortlisted for the International Booker Prize. Try to read it if you get a chance.